Hello, this is Ross Plasko and welcome to my brand new tutorial how to make a cartoon head turn. I don't care if it's a skull, a bear, or a kid, or a doodle you just did. What I'm going to show you are the basic principles of turning a 2D sketch into a 3D character. I've put the project file in the video description so that you can join in. Now, first of all, you may notice that I have the lines and the colors on separate layers. Now, that's just in case you want to change the colors of the layers. You can change them separately. So let's begin by putting all of these lines and colors into their own little layers. Pre-comp left brow and left brow color. Let's put them into their own left brow layer. Right brow color in their own little layer. Nose and nose color, that should be in the same layer. Left eye and left eye color should be... You guessed it! I'm not being funny! Right eye and right eye color. Tongue and tongue color should be the same. Tongue. Mouth and mouth color will leave separately because the tongue layer is going to be in between the mouth line and the mouth color. Head and head color should be the same. Call it head. Left ear and left ear color should be the same. Let's leave left ear wrinkle separate. Call that left ear. Right ear and right ear color. Call that right ear. Hair and hair color. Next up, anchor points. Left pupil in the center of the pupil. Right pupil in the center of the right pupil. If you want to go down a layer, hold down Command and down or up. Left brow. Anchor point should be on the left-hand side because that's where it will rotate from. Right brow anchor point on the right-hand side. Nose, top of the nose. Left eye in the center, right eye in the center, mouth in the center of the mouth, tongue where it connects with the mouth color there, head will rotate from the neck, left ear wrinkle just wherever it is, left ear wherever it connects with the head, right ear wrinkle there, and right ear, wherever it connects with the head. Oh, and hair. Solo a layer there. Yep, that's fine. Because we're going to make this head turn, let's edit the size of the composition. So hit Composition, Composition Settings, and change the width. Okay, now it's time for parenting. Shut up! Shut your mouth or I will not feed you dinner. Parent the left pupil to the left eye, right pupil to the right eye, left brow, right brow, nose, left eye, right eye, mouth, left ear, right ear, and hair should all be parented to the head. Tongue should be parented to the mouth. Mouth color should be parented to the mouth. Head doesn't need to be parented to anything. Left ear wrinkle should be parented to the left ear, and right ear wrinkle to the, you guessed it, the fucking right ear. Here we go. Now we're ready to animate. What we're going to do is we're going to set up 3 different points. We're going to set up at the beginning, the character looking left, looking straight forward, which is where it is at the moment, and then at the end of this 1 second, the character looking right. And then we're going to set the RAM preview to forwards and backwards. So let's set up a keyframe for him looking forward, position all of them in the middle, and then let's go to the left and let's make him look left. Take all of the front features and move them to the left. Left brow, nose, left eye, right eye, mouth, all to the left. Then at the other end, move them all to the right. Now that looks a little bit flat. The nose is further forward than the other features, so move the nose a little bit further than the rest of the features. It would also be good to get some rotation on the nose, so hit R for rotation. Rotate it, say 8 there, and then -8 over here. Command and hit that if you want the movement to go straight through the keyframes. Shift F9, Shift Command F9. Maybe let's make the brows move a little bit less because they're behind the eyes. So let's move them to the right. And then over here, let's move them to the left. Let's have a look at that. So we're getting a little bit of depth there. Let's move the pupils. Slightly left here. Slightly right here. Command, hit, and then highlight both of these and basically F9. That's nice. I can see where it's going. Now we're going to liquefy the eyes so that the left eye, when you look left, it gets a little bit thinner on the edge, like it's wrapping round his head. Select the left eye, go up to Effect, Distort, Liquefy, Warp tool options, brush pressure up to 100. Set a keyframe, hit U to see the keyframe. Set the center keyframe so that there's no distortion there, and then here we're going to distort it. Let's grab our little brush, make it a little bit bigger by holding down Command and dragging. And let's move around the eyes so that it looks like it's wrapping around the head, maybe a little bit thinner. Command Shift F9. Do the same thing to the right eye. Effect, liquefy, warp tool options, brush pressure 100. Distortion mesh keyframe, U to show all of the keyframes in the layer. Go to the point where it needs to be affected. Brush bigger. And distort it around the head like that. Shift F9. That's great. It looks like the eyes are wrapping around the head. Now the tongue is inside the mouth, so we're going to make the tongue go the opposite direction so that it looks like it has some depth. So when the face is looking right, let's move the tongue left. And then when the face is looking left, let's move the tongue, you guessed it, right. Command hit that. Highlight these two and hit F9 so that it's easy ease. And you can see there that it has some depth to it. Mask off the tongue so that it doesn't have the strange meaty appearance that it has over the chin there. Just draw around the shape of the mouth so that only the tongue is visible. Hit M, keyframe the mask path. Let's go along. And then move the mask path over there. Let's put another one in the middle, just in case it will fuck up. Excellent! So that tongue is definitely inside the mouth. So that's the front features. Let's do the back features. When the front features move left, you want the back features to move right. Left ear and the right ear and the hair. And let's move them to the right. The right ear went a little bit too far there. The left ear isn't behind his head enough. And let's go to the other side and do the same. Left ear isn't far enough out. The right ear needs to be behind his head a bit more. And the hair, that needs to be all the way over here. Highlight the side ones. F9. Let's get rid of these keyframes in the middle of the ears and the hair so that there's an even movement when he moves. That looks a lot better. Now let's move and rotate the head. Set up a keyframe for rotation, set up a keyframe for position, move the head over to the left, and then over here, move the head over to the right. Rotate him up like he's looking upwards over there. What's that, -11? So over here we'll have it +11. F9 these. Now that is a 3D looking head. So that's it. Those are the basic principles of turning a 2D head in After Effects. To take it a step further, let's take a look at this balloon man. He looks 3D, but he's not. It's just the front layers are moving more than the middle layers, and the back layers are moving in the opposite direction to the front layers. It's just the illusion of 3D. It's not real, but it looks damn fine. I've been Ross Plasko. See you in the next lecture.